Okay, and we are live back with Stationeers. So today we are, well, before today, let's go with yesterday. Yesterday we managed to transport all the layers and materials to the new base construction location. So now we can print stuff on site. We're currently busy building up the atmospheric section of the base. So that's gonna be a while. That's probably what we're going to be doing today, actually. Build up the atmospheric section. Either that, or we'll lay the ground for all the other rooms. Either or. Anyway, we have an hour, so let's get started. Boop. Let me just load up the save. Off stream, I went and took care of our needs. I think that's all I did. I just went back to base and just, drank some water, ate some food, swapped around some batteries and stuff. So yeah, we should be fine. Hopefully. Maybe. Probably. So we were working on this section. That's gonna be air distribution, it's gonna be air filtration. That's gonna be air cooling. Yep. Over here is gonna be air heating. And also a section to recycle furnace gases. You know what? Let's go and put the foundations for the other rooms down. I think that's what we should do. So first I'm gonna have to dig up a bunch more rock. Oops, that's the wrong thingy. I want the miner, please. Thank you. Set on flatten mode. Here's the transition room, so over here, this will be the living space, if I remember right. Yeah, this is the living space, and down this way is going to be botany. And then down this way is going to be the communications room for trading. And then down flat this way is going to be rocket building. So let's go ahead and dig up a space for our living room. It's not going to be too big. We need a kitchen, a bed. I guess that's it. That's all I can think of. Okay, we'll make it a little extra big, just so we can put furniture and stuff. But what, like a 4x5? So that sounds about right. Okay. Keep digging, please. Thank you. So that's gonna be the transition tile, and here's gonna be the proper room. Yeah, so we gotta dig a lot more. I should go and pick up some frames, so we can actually see how big the room is gonna be. Where's my rover? There it is. That's empty. I want some steel frames. There we go. And then using these steel frames, I can see how the room is gonna look. So that's gonna be the transition. That's the actual room. Let me clear up. I think we'll go for a five tile wide. Not five, four, not five, 4x5. That sounds about right. Okay. That's the fourth. So that's as deep as it's gonna get. Dig around, please. We should be pretty deep in the mountain by now. Okay. And then from there we go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4x4? Nah, 4x4 is big enough. One, two, three, four. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. And if it's not big enough, you know what? We can just expand it later if we need to. It's fine. Okay, making sure we have space. It's looking a bit low, the roof. I'm gonna guess the communication section is gonna need an elevator to go back to the surface. So I'm just gonna make like a hole that we. I'm just gonna make like the path to it, but we're gonna seal it and finish it later. Because I'm not sure of what we need to make a proper elevator. Waste tank's fine. Look at that. I can just empty it whenever I want. Boop. Okay, so that's a living space. That's fine. I think it's fine. Next, we need at least 2 tiles to go down before we go for the next section. So 1, 2. This can be the path to the communications array, which we're gonna leave sealed. And then down this way is gonna be the botany room, the greenhouse, the plant place. Make sure everything's properly dug up while we still have the digger in hand. I think that's fine. Okay. While we wait, let's print up more frames. In the meanwhile, we'll try and work on the atmospherics room. Steel frames. We don't have any steel in there. Where did I put all the steel? You have 500 steel. You have 300 steel. That's probably... You know what? Take this steel. There we go. So you print me some steel frames, please. Gonna be a big base. Okay, while this prints, let me go and check on the atmospheric section and see what we need. To recycle the furnace, we're gonna need some to recycle the furnace carbon dioxide, we're gonna need some filters. Do I put the filters before or after things are cooled down? We wanted to transfer the heat too. So we're gonna transfer the heat and cool it down, and once it's cooled down, then we'll filter the carbon dioxide. Which means, once again, we need another filter. So that's another atmospherics device. Here. Keep printing. Atmospherics device. Where is that? There it is. It's kind of cheap. I just want one though. Yeah, okay. So this here is going to be a closed place to the communications array. That's going to be a closed place to the botany place, and this is going to be a closed place to the rocket building. Okay. So now we have a bunch of closed places. So let's go ahead and try and dig out the botany section. Give me like 15. Give me one more, and then you can stop before I have an actual idea of what I'm gonna be doing. Botany station is also gonna have a lab, so we can check on the genes of the plants. Since right now we've been letting the potatoes mutate without checking them for the mutations, which might be doing bad stuff to the plants. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 4. 4. We can dig up the coal. It's fine. One, 2, 3, 4. That seems big enough, but we're gonna need a little like outcropping for the lab. Hmm. This one we can do 4 by 5. That's 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have a little outcropping. Genetics lab. It doesn't have to be too big, it's like 3 devices. So there can be like a door and like 2 or 3 frames behind it. You know what, we're gonna do a 2 by 2. Like around here. Okay, let's keep digging for now. Once we have everything all set up and closed off, then we can work on atmospherics without having any issues with if it leaks out the outside, if we can have everything sealed. Yeah.
Power low.
Power's fine. Let's keep digging out the base. It's probably fine. Okay. Gonna dig up this bit a bit. We're almost all done. Okay. Keep digging, please. That seems decent-ish. Actually, we're gonna need a bit more because we have another frame to put for a 2 by 2. Okay. That's fine. I think that's good enough for the botany section. We just need some frames. How many do we need? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go with another 15 frames. You need a filtration machine to filter out all the carbon dioxide, which we will then directly put inside the carbon dioxide tank, reservoir, whatever we call it. Let's put it like here. So some of you guys need pipes and cables. It's time to print some cables. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of cables and pipes. A lot. There'll be plenty of space for all the plants that we want to have. Okay. And then here the little outcropping. Okay, this should be enough frames. Thank you. It said make me some steel sheets. We're definitely gonna need them. Thanks.
Hydration critical.
It's fine. Ooh. So now everything's been laid down. Just gotta weld it. While this prints, let me get some cables. Please. Cable. Oh, that's the pipe bender, excuse me. Cabling, please. Cable coil. Any other devices we need? I guess we do need the tanks, the insulated tanks of gases. Tank. Insulated tank. Expensive, but that'll come in handy. We just need 3. Let's see. Build this. Build this. Okay. Wait, that's not a filter. That's supposed to be a filter. Oops. Okay. Please put it back, but this time as a filter. Ah, I misplaced it. This. Okay. Boop. That's good. Same thing over here. You need some steel sheets. Thankfully, we are printing those. We get those steel sheets. Okay, you can calm down over there. You can stop. That's 3 tanks. That's what we need. We're definitely gonna need more sheets, but let's stop for now. Let's not overprint. We do have limited resources after all. I mean, we have a lot, but not infinite. You need iron sheets. I think we have some in the vehicle. 2 electronic parts. We can print that. Okay, that's the ice crusher that's going to be giving me water and other stuff. Boop. Thank you. Now back here, what do we print? Already more steel sheets. Let's start welding. Oh, these tanks. We'll go with the small tanks. We don't need an insane amount of gases. If we don't even need frames for support. Is this the correct? No. It has to be rotated a bit. Oh, wait, no, that was the correct direction. Boom, like this. So we want an oxygen tank, a nitrogen tank, a carbon dioxide tank. There should be enough space for us to do you know what? I'm gonna spread them out a bit more. Oops. Like this. Okay, we'll have to go back and drink some stuff in a bit. Let me spread them a bit. Like this. Like this. Okay. So maybe we can automate them using wires. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I know these are gonna need some special attention. You're gonna need a release valve, a release pressure thingy, in case they get overfilled. Using back pressure regulators. Let's go back and take care of our needs for now. Actually, I could, if I vacuumed out that place of the airlock, I could just drink right now. But then the next problem will be air. Now it's better to go back to base. To the survival nugget. I can't see anything. But the base should be near-ish, around this place. Oh wait, I think I see it. This way. Here we are. Battery seems to be looking fine. Okay. Let's take care of our stuff. I think I should move the smelter. Or should I print a new one? Nah, I think I should print a new one actually. Well, we'll see how expensive it is. Because I would rather use this location here still as a mining outpost. Okay. First, let me switch out the air canister. Also, battery. Thank you. Next, drink. Okay. Loud breathing. Should stop. Let's get more potatoes. So, I'm gonna guess that the current setup I have for power at the new base, all the wind turbines, probably won't be enough once we have the atmospheric section all up and running, like, on the regular. So, we'll have to get more wind turbines, eventually. Is that it? Are we good? I think we're good to go. Let's leave. So, let's go back, and we'll see if we can print a new smelter. So we can start working on these, because that's gonna be the hardest part, is the smelting recycling. The smelting heat and gas recycling, so I think we should start with that. Okay. Here we are. Obviously, everything's gonna have to be insulated pipes, because that just makes sense. Okay. So we're gonna have a heat exchanger with the network of the Stirling engine. Oh, hello, Terrified Mech Warrior. You don't know if you play Mech Warriors online, but its DLC is all 50% off, and you believe the Mech Warrior 5 DLCs are discounted. Well, I think I did get all the Mech Warrior 5 DLC. Well, maybe not the Mech Warrior 5 clans, but Mech Warrior 5 mercenaries, yeah. But Mech Warrior Online? That doesn't sound familiar. I don't think I've played it. Uh, and if I did play it, I definitely did not have any DLCs. So that's good to know. Wonder what else is off. Wonder if Stationeers is at a discount. Oh. I do have some games I want to buy that we're going to be playing after this. So I guess I'll get onto shopping soon-ish. Also, hello. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Are we going the right direction? It should be the place. Yeah, I can see the wind turbines. Here we are. It's fine. Here we are. So you need some electronic parts. We've still got plenty to do. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Online is PvP and free, but fancy mix of the DLC, so hello. Okay, well, that's good to know. We don't need any more frames. We need some electronic parts. Electronic parts. Boop. 2 of those, please. Now, these are kind of cheap. Kind of. Also, do you do the furnace? The advanced furnace? Yes. We need steel and silicon. We should have that. Easy. You have iron and steel, you have the silicone. There we go. We can print a new advanced furnace. Let's get that engine over there, ready. We're slowly but surely getting a real base all set up together. Boop, starting engine. Let's start laying the pipes, I think. Everything that's going to be inside is going to be uninsulated pipes. Everything that's outside is going to be insulated. So, for example, in here, let's say we have the connection. Oh, wait, okay, this is going to have to be insulated. Okay, you guys go in here. And then you go out there. And then next is going to be insulated. So this is the initial filter. It's going to come in here, filter oxygen and nitrogen. So over here is going to be the oxygen and nitrogen. And then this is going to be spreading the two into their pure components. So one's going to be pure oxygen, one's going to be pure nitrogen. And this is going to be filtering the carbon dioxide to pure carbon dioxide, and then it's going to be just ditching the rest. So carbon dioxide is going to be going in here. It's going to be the carbon dioxide tank. Let's see, there's going to be one pipe coming from here, one release pipe in case it goes over pressure, then one pipe, and then one pipe to actually use the thing. Okay, that's not enough. We need more pipes. Okay, upwards, please. Like this, yep. This is going to be the release valve. This is going to be... This, okay. This is going to be where it comes from. I'm going to go with here. And it can just be a regular pipe. Oh, so this has to be insulated. But let's imagine it for now. So, that's going to be the intake. This here is going to be the outtake. And this pipe here, this exit, I should just switch it. So, something like this, plus this, plus this. Okay, so that's going to be outtake. This is going to be where we actually use the carbon dioxide into our air filter, our air mix. Anyway, this is going to have to be insulated, so I'll put that down yet. I'm probably gonna have to put like a pump or something around here. I'm gonna guess. In that case, I should just do some smaller pipes. Like that. Okay. Same thing here. There's gonna be nitrogen, there's gonna be oxygen. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fine. We just need more pipes, really. You guys go this way. What? This is pure oxygen. I can just straight up put it inside the air mix. There's a lot of infrastructure now. Yes! We are... Boy, there's a lot of infrastructure. Yep, we're making a real base now, not just a survival nugget. So now we're actually going to be recycling our air, we're going to be warming and heating and distributing and automating. So that's going to be the pure oxygen. That's going to be the pure nitrogen. That's the pure carbon dioxide. Okay, that's good. And then once all these are in here, we can start using these pipes and putting them inside the mixers. So we can have a proper base air mix. Good. You here. This might be a bit too close. Let me move it a bit. Okay, air conditioner. This should be fine. Boop, air conditioner. Also put the wires in. Okay. So this air conditioner is going to be the one that's cooling my base. Let's try and print it properly. So it's going to be passive vents all around. 3 of those, please. And the 1, oops. And the 2. And the 3. Plus some pipes. Give me some insulated pipes. You need steel and silicone, which I put in here for the furnace. So please ditch the steel and silicone. Oh, the steel, stop it. Dang it. Steel. Thank you. Now we're going to have to put that all that stuff back in. Okay. Now I want you to give me some insulated pipes. Thank you. Just give me like 2 or 3. It's fine. This goes outside. We're going to do the output on insulation because we don't. This is going to be taking the heat from the base and expelling it, and we don't want the heat to leak back inside the base. So this and oh, we need a foundation, huh? That's fine. We can have frames. We have some extras. This should be fine, I hope. Yep. So that's going to be releasing the hot air. And then can you just straight up connect? Yep. So this is going to be taking the base's air, input and output, and just cooling it back to 20 degrees. Or 25 degrees, or whatever we input. Okay. What else do I want insulated? This. That's going to be the output. Ooh, and also this should be a one-way. Nah, it can be 2 ways. It's fine. So insulate that. And put a passive vent. Passive vent. So this will be the gas processing. It will separate all the gas into the pure forms. Yep. Thank you. And expelling all the pollutants. And oh, I need another frame. Frame. Boop. Okay. So this is going to be expelling all the random gases. And intaking whatever waste we have. So it'll be taking my suit waste, it'll be taking the base's waste. It'll be processing my ice crusher ice. Okay, so let's say we want this furnace to have the gas output. Let's be like this. Okay, what do I need to finish the furnace? Electronic parts. Ooh, also our waste tank is almost full. Speaking of waste. Okay. Okay, so let's focus on making the furnace recycling because that's going to be really hard. I wanted to print some electronic parts. Alright. And the 1 and the 2. Actually, I think it was just one part needed. If I remember right. Yes. And then steel sheets. And we should have some around. What extra? Well, we can have extra electronic parts. They'll come in handy later. Where are my electronic parts? Whatever. Steel sheets time. Thank you. I can print some extra, it's fine. Okay, you needed 5 sheets. That's why we print extra. Boop. Let's go back. And now a screwdriver. Okay, so this will be expelling all the hot gas. This is the output. So we want this to all be in like a big tank because it's gonna be really hot. Well, actually, no, not a big tank. We can use some inline tanks. Insulated pipes, please, and utility gases. It's gonna be like 40-50 MPa of gases inside that furnace. So we want to make sure we have plenty of space inside the pipes or they're gonna explode. Yep. Because we're gonna be expelling it all at once and then processing it as time goes on.
Power low.
That's a good start. Inline gas tank. Up. The first step that we want to do with this is transfer the heat to this guy's loop and also cool it down. Okay, that should be more than enough. I just need some insulated pipes now. Insulated pipes. Cute. Print them for a bit because we're gonna need a lot of those. Also, dang it, we're getting stinky. We've been in the suit for so long, we're getting stinky. We gotta take a break from being in the suit. Up. Put more capacity. Okay, that should be enough. That's gonna be the capacity. Next, we need the cooling and the transfer of heat. Which is gonna have to be automated because I can't do that manually. It's gonna be way too prone to error. So first, let me go with making you the starting engine. Let me make your loop. That's the output. We connect the output with the input because it's fine. Thank you. I should have some inline tanks in here, like I did over there. So give me a sec. Yep. Just in case. You go back to printing some of these. Thank you. Give me another one, please. Okay, and you keep printing because I want more pipes. We are going to need a lot of pipes and cables. Okay, so that's done. We're gonna put some storage tanks here, and back here we're gonna also put another storage tank for heat. Nah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna have some storage tanks here. We have heat in. And I can start burns whenever I need to. Okay, that's enough. Not even that many pipes. 11 pipes. What I do want is a heat exchanger. Heat. Large direct heat needs INVAR. Do we have enough INVAR? Oh yeah, now we have plenty. Boom. Plenty. 179 INVAR. Okay, so give me a large direct heat exchanger. So we can exchange the heat from the furnace to the starting engine. We're also going to need a smart pipe. So digital valve. This can be this can open and close. So when it's hot enough, it'll open. When it's cold, it'll close to prevent the loss of heat. Oh my god, that's gigantic. All right. Good thing we have plenty of space. So heat exchanger can be here, I guess. Because we have to get this line to the heat exchanger. Also, we need a radiator so it gets cooled. And when it gets cold enough, then the heat exchanger closes, and we keep cooling until it's cold enough to be like 20 degrees. Then we stop cooling it, and then we filter all the carbon dioxide.
Mission critical.
Okay. I want also a radiator. An extendable radiator. What is that? Let me check the compendium. Extendable radiator. Optimized for radiating heat in vacuum and low pressure environments. No, we have decent pressure. So no thank you. What about other radiators? I think they're called convection radiators. A standalone radiator unit optimized for exchanging heat with its surrounding atmosphere. Yeah, that's what we want. So radiator, medium radiator. I think that's good. That's what we want, right? Yes. Maybe 2 or 3, depends. What do we need to finish off the heat exchanger? Some pipes. Do we have regular pipes? No, we only have insulated pipes. No. Give me another radiator. Yeah, we can have 3. We can have 3. Should be able to cool down 1,000 degree gas pretty effectively if we have a couple of these. They're gonna be like snaking. But I think we need more iron frames because we don't have enough workspace with just this. Yeah, this is gonna be indoors right here. There's gonna be a set of walls. So one more layer of the frames could be good. Let me get my frames from here. Iron frames. That should be good. Pick up the sheets. Weld. Oops, I didn't mean to do a full frame. Also, are you still printing radiators back there? Please stop. No, okay, no. That's good. What else do we need? We need a regular pipe. Pipe kit. Regular pipes, please. For the heat exchanger. Thanks. Yeah, all this is why we made a gigantic atmospheric section. Though this is a bit open, so I think we can put some stuff in here later. Ooh, okay. Let's see. A wrench. And then the steel sheets. We have plenty of those. Steel. This is not a good welding torch. Okay, so that's going to be exchanging heat with this network, hopefully. But we will need the smart valve to regulate that. Because this thing is always on no matter what. Same thing for the cooling. Let me get these radiators up and running. So, it's gonna be snaking like this, then this, then this. So the pipe's gonna do... Oh, the dog wants out. Give me a second. Go, doggy, go! Okay. So this should shed the heat pretty fast. Well, relatively speaking. They'll need some steel sheets, which we have. Alright. Once again, there's going to need a smart valve here to open or close whenever it's cold or hot. And a smart valve here to open when it's cold enough. Oh, and also now we're dying of thirst, so it's time to go back. Time to head home and take a break. So it's taking shape. You can see it's taking shape. The life support is going to be supporting life. With this system, we should be able to avoid having to burn ice for heat. Well, that's not true. We're technically still going to be burning ice for heat in the furnace to melt metals, but the bonus is we're going to be able to recycle the heat and recycle the carbon dioxide to feed the plants with. Or to use as, or for any purposes. Carbon dioxide is good. Yeah, carbon dioxide is good for as a cooling gas, if you don't let it go too cold, because then it becomes liquid carbon and it freezes and it explodes. But it has a high heat capacity, so it's good, but not the best. It's like using another good gas is steam. If we could boil water into steam. That's good for another heat exchange, but if you get it too cold, it's gonna become water and ice and explode. So, same risk. Here's the base. We'll check if there's a storm coming. We gotta take a break to stop being stinky in our suit. So, I guess that's what we can do right now. So, let me think. We need a smart... I wonder if the smart valves have temperature readers on them. Because otherwise I'm going to also have to have a pipe analyzer next to it. We'll see. I know that the filter machines, they have the full diagnostics kit. So they can tell the gas, the pressure that's coming in and out on their own. So we don't need a smart valve for the filter. We could just tell to turn on or off whenever the temperature is right. But I wonder if the smart valve also has reading capabilities. Well, we can check. While we wait for us to not be stinky. Okay. So, what do we need to change in our suit? Power. Air. That air is not very aired. That's not much air, is what I want to say. Okay, swap it. Keep pumping some gas in there. What? Are you out of air? No, you have plenty of air. Oh, the battery's dead. That's what happened. Give me a sec. We can fix that. Yeah, so this place, I'm not sure actually where the power is going. Because we have a lot of power, but we don't have any lathes left. So where's the power going? Is it all inside the grow light for the potatoes? Anyway, let me just turn this on. I'm just gonna cut this cable, the data cable. There we go. Should charge up. Oh, that's what killed the power. Look at that. There's no wind. Also, there's no storm warning, so that's good.
Hunger caution.
Okay, that should turn off the generator. Please don't explode my canister. Okay, phew. I didn't leave it on. Okay, turn off. That's good. You turn off. Where can I save power? You can turn off. You can turn off. You can turn off. And we can turn you on whenever we need to. There we go. See? Look at that. We're saving power. Anyway, let's take care of ourselves. So, while we wait here for a bit, let's make sure that our devices can read the gases coming in and out. I need more food, so more potatoes. Once we have trading all set up, we can try and look for more crops. Oops. Yeah, so we can try and trade for better, more crops. So, for example, crops that eat nitrogen, like soy, wheat to make bread, that kind of stuff. Okay. So while we wait, let me check on the digital valve. Let's see. It can read. No, it can't read. Okay, it can't read what the values of the gas coming in. So we'll need pipe analyzers per network to see what the value of the gas is. All right then. So we'll just need a pipe analyzer in the furnace network, so we can read the gases, and then we can program the digital valves correspondingly. Oh, you know what we can do? We can get a laptop, so we don't have to have a full computer hooked onto the network. I can just have my laptop be used for programming. Oh well. That's gonna die again. Let me turn on the generator. Thank you. That should help with power. Oh, I forgot to export. There we go. That's turned on. Also, we are no longer stinky. That's good. Ooh, let me see if I can recharge the batteries of my items. I should, you know what? I should get a battery charger at the base. There we go. If any of these manage to charge up, we can swap the batteries of the rover too. Let's wait until the third bar is up, and then we can turn off the generator. Actually, you know what? No, that's fine. That's fine right now. Oop. Okay, let's go back out. We're no longer stinky. It should be fine. U batteries are full, so we're gonna swap out the rover's battery. Come on. Thank you. I still like the survival nugget. It's quite decent, but a real base is what we want. To be more comfortable. And also because I don't want to have to bother expanding this place when it, you know, it doesn't look that good, does it? I'm not sure if the next base is gonna look better since it's gonna be mostly underground, but it'll have better materials. It won't be made of iron; it'll be made of steel, which makes it better automatically. Okay, you guys charge up and drain the battery. I'm out. Thank you. How much coal do we have left? Half a stack. And we have a full stack in the locker. And I have some more in my belt because we mined some. Yeah. There we go, plenty of coal. You can turn off. Let's go back to base. And keep working on that automation. Now, all this atmospheric stuff is going to take a lot of power. Like an insane amount of power. Way more than what this had, than this base has. So I'm going to guess that we're going to have to expand the field of wind turbines massively. And maybe even have an actual stirring generator that's going to be running not for heat, but for power. Maybe. The digital valves are one way or two. They're probably going to be two ways.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank's fine. I'm just going to empty it like this. What we do need, though, is new filters. Because if my filters give out, we are going to die. Even if we have plenty of oxygen in the bottle. We're going to be breathing the oxygen, and the nitrogen and carbon dioxide is going to accumulate. And there won't be any space left for the oxygen. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing next, is replacing our filters. Please go to the right. Thank you. Please. This is the valley. This is the valley. We're in the wrong valley. Keep going. Okay, that's better. Now this is where we're supposed to be. Go to the left. Okay, this rover is really hard to control. I think we're still in the wrong valley. Yeah, no. Let's stop here for now. Okay. I think we took a wrong turn. Yeah, that's the base over there. Okay, well, we're gonna fall. Up. Okay. Come on. Push. There we are. We gotta stop soon. Okay, well we won't have time. We won't have time to finish the system today, unfortunately. Okay, well, that's too bad. But at least we made it back. So tomorrow we'll keep working on we'll just keep working on life support. It's gonna take a while. I mean, even if we have all the machines and the pipes done, then we have to put the wiring and the automation programs. So it's gonna be a while before we have this base all ready to go. But you can see that we made some progress. You know, it's advancing little by little, one room at a time. Oh yeah, we also have to see all this stuff. Meh, it'll come with time. One step at a time. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow for more. Okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye. I gotta leave. Okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye. Life support is important. Yes. Okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye. I gotta leave. Bye, 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 bye.